Hello and welcome to the virtual village hall. Happy Houseplant Week! Yes, today is all about the beautiful plants that brighten up our homes during winter. We all need a little bit of extra self-care this time of the year, and that includes our green leafy friends. So I'm going to share with you some tips to keep them happy until spring. Just a couple of things to keep in mind before we start. Each plant has its own requirements, and I would suggest that you check the label, do some research on the internet, or consult a really good houseplant book. But the tips that I'm going to share with you do work across the board for most houseplants. So we're going to start off by talking about the leaves. As we know, plants use their leaves to photosynthesize. So a good tip is to move them closer to the light because the light levels indoors are so much lower. Just a couple of things to bear in mind. Make sure that they're not in direct sunlight. Make sure that they're not near a window or a door that's regularly open so there's no drafts. And make sure that they're not near to a radiator, as the extreme heat can also cause problems. Another great thing to do is to clean them. They get really dusty this time of the year, and it sounds really simple, and they will still photosynthesize even if they are dusty, but it just helps them along the way a bit. This plant here is called a golden pothos, or also known as devil's ivy. It's a great one if you're just starting out on your houseplant adventure because it can cope with lots of different conditions. It can be in the light, it can be in the shade, it can be in cool temperatures, it can be in hotter temperatures. It doesn't need much care, doesn't need an awful lot of watering. It will let you know as the leaves will start to droop slightly if it does need watering, but it's a really great one. This one I have as a trailing one, and it's probably about 5 foot long. You can also have them as an upright, so you can get a bit of height to your houseplant display. All you'll need is some bamboo canes to trail it up, so it can climb up, or you can also use a moss pole or what's called a coir pole. This one actually sits really high up on a shelf in my bathroom, and I've let it get a little bit dusty. So I'm going to show you how to clean the leaves. So my mum absolutely swears by this technique. So I've got here just a shallow dish with 2 parts water to 1 part milk. And I just use a clean piece of kitchen towel. Dip the kitchen towel in the water, wring it out slightly, and then just clean the leaf. And it starts taking all that dust off. Plants are so beautiful to have in our houses. When you look outside and it's a bit grey, you know, there's no leaves on the trees, there's not much greenery. These are a great way to bring a bit of greenery into our lives. Looking at them, you know, helps us relax. It's something to nurture, something to care for. And they purify the air, they brighten up a spot in your house. They really do fill so many needs. So I've just taken off the dust with the milk and water solution, and now I'm just going to go back in with a dry clean tea towel, dry clean kitchen cloth, and just remove the water. And that milk has left a nice shiny surface. So not only are we helping the plants to photosynthesize, but we're also making them look better. My next tip is to mist your house plants. During the winter, we're indoors a lot more, and also we turn the heating on. So that creates a dry environment for our plants. They normally like it a little bit more humid, and also some of them are from more tropical climes, so that they need that higher humidity to be able to thrive. So just get yourself a mister from a local hardware store or from a garden nursery. Make sure that the nozzle is set to mist, not to direct spray, and then just once a day just mist your plants, and they will benefit from that higher humidity. Finally, I just wanted to talk about watering your houseplants during winter months. Now, normally in the summer I'm watering at least once a week, but during the winter that goes right down to maybe once sort of every 3 to 4 weeks. So just make sure that you're not overwatering your plants. They'll definitely let you know if they need water, as the leaves will droop slightly, but just keep that watering regime to a minimum. Thanks so much for watching today. I hope you'll be able to put some of those tips into place with your own house plants as we look towards the bright, sunnier days and the warmth of spring. I'll see you again soon. Bye.